Okay, welcome to the Resistance, comrade. The Devil Wears Prada too? Question mark. I loved that ultimately the villain of this movie is Harvard MBAs and McKinsey consultants. Love it.
Okay, well, I saw the title, The Devil Wears Prada 2, and I got excited because I thought that we would get to talk about demons again. But I just got out, and this movie was just about clothes?
Hello and welcome to Medium Literate, the show where two longtime best friends try to sharpen their media literacy skills by watching a new movie that's in theaters each week. My name is Monica Scott. My co-host is Emily Faye. This week we are doing The Devil Wears Prada 2. So Fashion Girls Unite. We're here. We're ready to talk about The Devil Wears Prada. What else do I need to tell you? Oh, if you are listening to the audio of this episode, here's your weekly reminder. You can see us on YouTube. We are absolutely out of our minds slap happy during this episode. So I do recommend the video because we cry laughing at one point at me. So I'll just be thinking about that. But anyway, full video episodes are available on Medium Literate's YouTube channel. And I guess without further ado, here's The Devil Wears Prada. Have fun.
Hello, we're here with part 2 of Anne Hathaway Fortnite. The thrilling conclusion of Anne Hathaway Fortnite is
and
here.
We are so excited to be back with the next installment.
Which is such a different type of movie.
In every possible way, this is a different type of movie.
For example, my theater was full. For example, people saw this one?
Yes, that's important. Yes, so Devil Wears Prada 2. Before we get to the movie, I kind of want to know, what was your did you have a connection to the original one, or any fond
just
feelings?
in the sense, I definitely fond feelings.
Yeah.
when did it come out? 2005?
I believe 2006, but
Okay.
Let me double check because I don't want to lie on our podcast.
It was one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was 10 or 11, which is of course I loved it. And then this is one of those movies that has always just been
2006 confirmed, by the way.
Okay. You were right. You were right.
I think I looked it up recently.
I've always just taken this movie as a matter of course. It's just always been there.
Yes. Yeah.
But not in an old movie way. At right around the age where I would have, this would have been exciting to me. It came out and then we just continued through life together.
So 2006, you were a child. Yes.
Yes.
Middle schoolish or younger? I'm so bad at age, year math
it
backwards.
would have been 5th grade or 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
guess.
that makes sense.
Probably,
That's
yeah.
prime kid area.
Yeah.
And this seems really fun for a kid. I was thinking, I read the book.
Whoa.
In 2005 or something.
Pre-movie.
Before the movie came out. And I have to be honest, I know I have books behind me. I didn't always read books back in this era of my life. I'm shocked that this is one of the few I had read. So I had read the book and I was excited about the movie and I liked the movie. I am sort of feeling a little this movie is really specifically important to people exactly my age or 2 years older or young, people kind of around this. I'm 41, right? because I was the same age as the character Andy, roughly.
How old was she supposed to be in the first one?
Just out of college, right? So like 22, 23, something like that. Character of Andy was exactly my age. It was like, you know, it just was like I didn't go to college, so like my time of life was like similar but different, you know? But I think her experience of the job market, which pertains to the new one, is like very similar. It felt very like, oh, this is kind of like, this is a very millennial movie, but also old millennial, I guess, or elder.
Elder millennial. Please put some respect on the old millennial.
On myself. But for the older movie, I actually think it came out at like this point in time right before, not all, but most older millennial women in this time were just starting to pretend not to like girly things to a wider degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think 2006, like by 2008, we're like all the cool girl, and you know, by 2011, we're living the Mile End Kicks, you know, hipster dream. Like, so I like, this is like one of the last pieces of like girly rom-com culture that got in before we all shut it down for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. And even then, Andy as a character is like, this is fucking dumb, you know?
Totally. She's in there. I mean, the thing is that she's not cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is an important distinction.
She's just a dork.
nerd.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're cool. Like, Emily's cool.
Yes. And I just think that's really interesting. I just feel like I'm hearing a lot of like women my age talking about how much this movie means to them, and I'm like, oh, I wonder why. And I'm realizing that it just made its way in before we all started trying to be cool to our male peers.
Yeah, I feel like,
and now we give up again.
it's a movie geared towards women that was, you know, a huge movie, and also like, it's just so well written. It's funny. It's smart. It's quick. Like, it's a classic. It's just a really good movie. And it's like,
totally.
There's a whole genre essentially that has been spawned from The Devil Wears Prada, which is like underling pushed together with a senior who they don't like at first, but then become like weirdly tight. Like, that is a whole genre.
Yeah, you're so right. And
of
like,
men and women. Like,
because the intern is another one I'm thinking of.
Well,
where it's the reverse.
Which is also Anne Hathaway.
It is also Anne Hathaway.
I used to do a joke about the intern, but now it's too old to do the joke. But I had a joke about how she gets in the back of a car, Robert De Niro, and then he's like, "You haven't eaten today, have you?" And then he hands her a bowl of soup, and then they're driving through New York, and she's eating soup in a moving car.
And he just has soup in the car.
He got her soup. It's like, how about a sandwich?
There's so many things you could have handed her. Protein bars are really good for that type of situation.
Just a big open bowl of soup.
Yeah, so, you know, the original movie is not the one I thought about a ton in the years between. Earlier this year, I showed the original one to my husband because, you know, he needed to see the foundational texts.
And he'd never seen it.
He had never seen it.
Wow.
And, you know, he liked it, but didn't have a strong opinion about it.
I
It was
would
just kind
love
of like,
to see it again for the first time.
The pace really stands out. It's like breakneck pace. It's just like, this happened, then this happened, then this happened. And it's nice. It's like kind of, you feel very like picked up and supported through the story. Which is different from Mother Mary, huh? It's like couldn't be more
Where
opposite.
they just threw us in there. They just threw us on the floor with one ratty old blink and said, "Here."
But yeah, so your theater was full. Did you enjoy this movie?
I did enjoy it. I thought, real crowd pleaser. People in my
Yeah.
theater were loving it. They were hooting, they were hollering. People were having
Wow.
reactions to all different sorts of things. The people next to me could not handle when Lady Gaga showed up. They were so excited.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Heterosexual couple.
That's really funny. Sometimes they're monsters too. Little monsters. What are her fans called?
Monsters.
So yeah, I didn't. Surprise, surprise. Northbrook, Illinois didn't have a full theater, but it was Thursday night. There were a decent amount of people. There were definitely two absolute, and no offense to these people, but absolute nurses sitting next to me. And I say that because I had evidence that that's what they were. They said it, they talked about it. I am grateful to the nurses who have helped me at the doctor.
But I don't want to be sitting next to them in a movie theater.
They were absolute nurses, and they were they were specifically talking about their favorite kind of like travel tumbler, like Stanley Cup type thing to bring to the hospital.
Likely thing for nurses to be talking about.
Anyway, I know this because they didn't shut the fuck up for the whole movie. They talked the whole movie and at full normal volume. So outside of that experience,
It's insane.
outside of that experience, which etiquette in places that are not coastal elite cities can sometimes be a little dead at the movies unless you're at an absolute cinephile location. And I don't know. Do I surrender to that? We'll talk about that later. But that was a big part of the start of the movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of the experience.
It was
That
a
is
big part of my
the
headspace.
experience.
But no hooting and hollering, a very polite little crowd. But me and Alex loved it. We thought it was really fun.
Yeah, no, it was like so fun. I feel like, okay, as a standalone movie, it doesn't like if we're just talking like movies and like if a movie is good,
Sure.
it doesn't, it's
Quote unquote.
it's like it's not even in the same realm as the first one, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of being like just like a good movie, but a legacy sequel of like a beloved like classic, modern classic, isn't, there are certain ways it has to be what it's supposed to be, and it was very good in that sense. I think it was very satisfying, which is like the main thing you want. It didn't feel like it was like in a totally different universe. It felt like everyone was like happy to be there,
which is major and important, I think, in these. Also, like this 20 years later legacy sequel of a hit movie, almost impossible to nail. Like I have almost never seen this done correctly. So the fact that it was a pretty decent like crowd pleaser.
It was such a crowd pleaser.
So my biggest takeaway from like the story they told in this movie, which is essentially a where the first one was a young girl takes on the big city and the big job and like pursues her dreams type of story, was a hey, didn't millennials get fucked with like their careers, and like she is a victim of media consolidation. I just was like, oh, I was really impressed that that's what the story was about, and that it was essentially a like millennial media career revenge fantasy story. And that is really funny and interesting and cool and like meaty and like cool to think about. But also, if you are the nurses and you're just there to kind of like laugh and see some pretty dresses, it wasn't preachy about what it was doing. And so I'm genuinely impressed that it was able to be a crowd pleaser for like the dorks, the like the dorks who want to like, oh, I really want a movie to make me think about stuff, and the people who are like, I am here to have a nice time. Rarely we like the same movies, me and those people, but this worked.
Yeah, and that's why it's gonna make $1 billion, which
And
I
good.
think I want it to.
Yes.
Like, I feel like, well, okay, one, they are so lucky. I mean, I guess they wouldn't have made it if this weren't the case, but like that all of their main people 20 years later are one, alive, two, still working both at the level of stardom they were at, and in some cases they weren't a star and now they are a star, like Emily Blunt. They look great. They're all great actors. They're so lucky that was like their main cast.
Yeah.
And then like at first when I got out of it, I was like, okay, that movie was like really fun, but it's like it was interesting how sort of like toothless it was or whatever. Like it was like a declawed version of the vibe of the original. But then I was thinking about it and it's like, it's not really, because like it does address something very real, which is like the world that the first one was made in and the world this one was made in. Magazines are a completely fucking different thing. Vogue is a completely different thing. And like, so for this one to be about the danger of tech in creative spaces, tech guys in creative spaces, is extremely relevant. And you know, they were just like, this is like without question bad. AI is bad. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's not that the movie was so toothless, but like Miranda feels very declawed. But then it's like, that actually does make a lot of sense, because in the first movie, she is like the all-powerful, like, top of the mountain. And now she's nobody in any sort of position with any sort of creative endeavor is the powerful one. The powerful ones are the tech billionaires.
Yeah, and that, you know, the Miranda character now would have to, she was still like a little rude. She was still a little whatever she was. But it felt very true to life that she would be not necessarily trying to be better, but like leaning on assistance and stuff to like help her catch herself if she's going to say something wrong or like any of that stuff.
Right, because she would have to. Like,
right.
Now it's a thing where it's like, you have to be better about that.
Yeah, and that she would be in a position, and I don't know anything about Anna Wintour's situation, but that she would have to be in a position where she is trying to play nice with these spineless, stupid tech people. And it's like, so it's like not toothless, but it is really, it's like wrapping the medicine in candy, the way it's like, she is talking about how like she's asking for a pledge to commit to like human artistry and skill in the magazine, and like, and the Jeff Bezos character's name, Benji Barnes, is that?
I did think that character was I thought it was quite funny.
It was very funny. I did not know it was Justin Theroux until like 90 minutes into the movie, and I was like, wait.
He looked bad.
Wait. Not my crush from when I was 20. What's happened to him? And you know what is another thing that I actually thought was kind of interesting about this movie? I'm not personally a fashion girl. Like, I like style and I like getting dressed and like expressing myself with clothes, but I don't follow Vogue. I don't really follow any of that stuff at that level. So like I don't consider myself someone who would like, anytime I have been presented with Anna Wintour, my gut feeling is always like yucky, don't like the vibe, not interested. And somehow this movie managed to really genuinely make a more compelling case than anything else ever has for why she matters in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting thing how it's like in the first one, the big issue is sort of like boss who is evil to employees, but employees who desperately want to be there, you know?
Right.
And then this is it's a much bigger, more existential issue.
Yeah.
But that's what, like, how could you possibly do a movie about a magazine without addressing that, like, even the biggest magazine in the world is like holding on by a fucking thread.
Yeah, and that, you know, there's just like yeah, the media consolidation everywhere. And so all this was really missing was like a Substack plot somewhere. But otherwise it covered a lot of the media stuff really well.
Yeah, everyone's very focused on clicks. Click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Click, click, click.
Always a pleasure to see Caleb Heron in a movie. Just, he's always welcome on any screen for me. I'm trying to think of who else stood out on the sides. The love interest guy?
Mm-hmm.
I loved him. And it reminded me of, I found their dynamic together really charming and like cute and fun.
Yeah.
It reminded me of when we all met Chris O'Dowd in Bridesmaids.
Yes, yeah. I was
where it was
thinking
like,
the
who's
same
this
thing.
foreign guy?
Yeah. I loved that they didn't cast like a big stunty name.
Yeah.
And I think I'm like so sick of British guys being cast as the love interest, and that accent is supposed to be like shorthand for like we're supposed to find them hot. I don't.
Yeah.
Fuck them. I don't find them hot. Get out of here.
Coming for the British men.
I was there actually a guy that I hooked up with for a few months in 2019 accidentally texted me today.
Was he British? Is that why this
He was British.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry, he was British. He had like just moved here and he was like, so everyone here is circumcised? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, they are.
It's not weird. How has this already come up for you?
Anyways, I liked that he was Australian.
I did like that he was Australian.
But no, I really like, because that was such a subplot. But in the little screen time it got, I was rooting for it.
Me too. And in fact, I only found Andy kind of rude in it. Like
There were some moments when she was kind of rude.
When they had their little fight, I was like, Andy, why are you talking to this nice man like this?
She was being very rude, but she was like being rude in a way where I was like, in this situation, I would probably also be being rude in that same way.
I just, you know.
It was a very
nice.
relatable way of being rude when your like world is falling apart. Because men are always doing that. They're always trying to like solve things that they can't solve.
And I can't remember what he said. He like tried to give her advice. Is that what it was?
He was like comparing it to like doing the apartments or something. And then he was kind of like, well, this is going to happen regardless. But sometimes you're just like, just shut up. Just shut up and listen to me.
No, I get that. I do get that. Now that you put it that way. Um, man,
I
I
did. I liked that she was uh single and childless.
me too. And also I love that lady who plays her best friend from
Yeah.
Rent. Um, I love her. I just find her so comforting every time she's on. She's like really funny and like she just has such a warm presence. I wish I saw her in more things, but maybe I'm just not seeing what she's in.
I like that she
Um,
got a purse again.
she got a purse again. It was so funny,
That was like a great callback to the first one.
and that Anne Hathaway had this like sweet relationship with her kid.
Yeah.
Which is just it just was so cute. I just loved it. I loved it so much.
It feels very real too, where it's not like she's like, meh, meh, meh. It's not like, you know, a 90s childless single woman who is like, meh, 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 meh.
Right.
She's like, no, my friend who also has like a cool, demanding career as like a gallerist, she has a kid and I love her kid and I come hang out with them. And
Yeah, and she's like sitting. I liked her editing
yeah, it was
pieces
cute.
while she's sitting with like a princess hat on. Yeah, I really enjoyed all of that. The whole so Justin Theroux is supposed to be Jeff Bezos, right? Which would make Emily Lauren Sanchez.
Yes.
That's really funny.
Yeah. It's really funny to make one of the legacy characters Lauren Sanchez.
And yeah,
And then Lucy Liu is McKinsey Bezos.
I love it.
Yeah.
I did love that. Alex wasn't tracking the Lucy Liu stuff, but really the second it was getting discussed that the company was going to be sold, I was like, yeah, Lucy Liu is going to save the day. She was obviously connecting with Miranda. We
So
could see.
I actually didn't put that together. I guess like I wasn't thinking too hard. I kind of turned my brain off a bit. I was just like, enjoying the ride.
You were going nurse mode.
I was going nurse mode.
Again, I don't dislike nurses, and I support you guys. I think your job actually is incredibly hard and tough. But you know, you guys tend to want to turn out your brain off in a movie because your brain has to be on in a different way. Anyway, I really, I was tracking the Lucy Liu thing for some reason immediately, but I also just like. It's so funny that this movie dealt with media consolidation and also the Bezos Sanchez family trying to buy their way into fashion.
Yes, totally.
Which is like a big thing that gets talked about a lot. I found it very funny.
Also,
and true.
I mean, the fact that like Lauren Sanchez did get into Vogue.
Right.
So I liked that in this one she didn't.
in that way, this is sort of like a fashion version of one of those like Tarantino revisionist history movies.
Yes. It's very much the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Or what's the Hitler one? Inglourious Bastard.
Yeah.
We're rewriting history. Lauren Sanchez doesn't have anything to do with Vogue. She was outsmarted. I love it. I think it's good.
It's like also okay, God. I mean, I love Emily Blunt. I love her. She's been doing some slightly strange stuff to her face lately.
I'm not tracking her too closely, but I feel like I've seen people talk about it.
It can be undone. It's just a little lay off the fillers a little, you know?
That's
so
all
it's
you
like,
have to do in general. I
she
think
does make the most sense to be playing the equivalent of the lady who's done too much to her face.
Yeah, and to have her be like retail, to have her kind of the way I don't think she dressed poorly. I mean, Lauren Sanchez does dress poorly. I'm really happy to say that on a public platform. And I don't think that the Emily character like dressed poorly, but she wasn't really that chic. It did feel very like
Lots of logos.
trendy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, it just wasn't like Miranda. And to be honest, it wasn't like Andy. Like even
Yeah.
Andy, I think, had like a very clearly defined personal style.
Like Andy would be like shopping at the Row, and Emily was just like logo, 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 logo,
The
and lots
logo
of
thing, I
overalls.
really hate it. Yeah. What's going on?
But I was so happy to see her. I love Emily Blunt so much.
Yeah.
And I loved the little punchline of her working at Coach after her fall.
That Alex laughed so loud at that joke. Like, ha! Like he really liked that. And I was like, okay. Who taught you that?
What's your algorithm doing?
How did you know that? Yeah, her working at Coach was a very funny little thing. I also liked in the end of the movie the cerulean sweater
Yes, that's like
had returned, but she cut the sleeves off.
that was great.
I also saw in the beginning, did you see in the beginning when she's walking to the office for the first time, in the cerulean sweater scene in the original one, it starts with them trying to choose a belt, right, for that dress. There's a vendor Andy walks by that's holding two belts up that look like the two belts.
Oh,
and I was like,
so fun.
really cute, guys.
Really good.
Really cute.
Aww.
I'd like to propose, listen, no, all love to BJ Novak. I think there could have been, he was fine. And that character is supposed to be yucky. I wanted someone else to be there, and I was trying to think of who. Adam Scott comes to mind.
Sure. Even Adam Devine.
I will tell you who I truly 100% wanted to be there, and I know he would never say yes to it. It is Jeremy Strong.
I mean, that would have been incredible, of course.
I don't think he's willing to play another like Nepo fail son.
Yeah.
But
because that would be
have
such
been
a
good.
funny little thing, and I feel like he's not great at having like a sense of humor about himself and his work.
I think he
in that way.
does. Listen, I ride or die so hard for Jeremy Strong. It's crazy. And I'm here to say that my number one boy would have a sense of humor. I think that he was probably he's still filming. He's Mark Zuckerberg or something right now for the Social Network. Do you know this?
No.
The Social Reckoning, is that the new one? The new Social Network movie. He's filming, and he's Zuckerberg.
He's Mark Zuckerberg?
He's going to be really normal about it, I think. But I know that he wouldn't take, I know that he does not want to play that. Like, you do an iconic character, you get offered the same type of character over and over. I think most actors are kind of like, please stop.
Also, this isn't like a particularly juicy role.
But him and Anne Hathaway are friends.
Oh, yeah.
Famously.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It would have been really fun.
It would have been extremely fun, but I honestly would have preferred anyone else. Just because it's like, and it's not like he did a bad job. I just don't really want to see him.
Yeah, and I think it's funny because in a way he was essentially playing the type he plays in The Office, which I think does work. Except there's like this slight inversion where it works in The Office because he is a loser playing powerful. And I think having actual power, like he knows that the type he plays is like unsettling, like rich guy stuff. But it like, if you give the character he plays really well actual power, it's like too unsettling. It's like kind of like upsetting.
Yeah, I think there's also just something about him where it's like, you know, there's so many like actors where if they show up in a bit role, you go, ah,
Yeah.
oh my God, yay. I just viscerally have the opposite feeling with him.
Yeah, I wonder what it is. I kind of feel that way too, but I don't know why, and I like mean him no ill.
Is it just that like, we
intention, but it
know
just-
too much about him just like fucking 20-year-olds and stuff?
I don't think I know that.
Oh.
So no, wasn't coming up for me. I think the only thing I've known about him outside of just his like The Office and like writing stuff is that he did stand up at the Unurban open mic. And so did I. You know.
R.I.P. Unurban. I don't think it's closed down, but it's dead to me. I'm not trying to get scabies in my 30s.
That's the one, right? That was in Santa Monica across the street from like a Trader Joe's.
Yeah?
Yes, that's the one. I have a lot of memories there, but
Yeah.
it is a yucky place.
It was so gross. I'm like, I can't believe I like
Sat in those
escaped the year.
chairs.
Yes, and never got any bugs or diseases.
I mean, comedy open mics are never in you know, clean places.
Oh, but that was a particularly nasty, disgusting place.
Well, BJ Novak used to do comedy there. Isn't that fun?
There was one time I laughed. It wasn't at him actually doing anything. It was just when like I forget what the line was, and then it pans over to him walking in, and it's just like him being in like a performance fleece vest.
Yeah, like the absurdity of him in the space was kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah, I mean, there were
But it's like,
parts
again,
with
that was
him
the
that were
outfit.
funny.
That wasn't him. That was the outfit. I was
Sure.
like, haha, the vest is funny.
Yeah, but I think he's in on that character beat. I think he's probably playing.
I know. I just wish it was someone else that I could be more excited about.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think Adam Scott would have been really good. Like, because Adam
Maybe.
Scott playing evil Adam Scott is really fun.
Yeah, I also feel like this character was like he wasn't like purposely evil. Like it was like
Yeah, he just had disgusting taste in how
exactly.
reality
It was
should
just
exist.
like that's why it almost needed to maybe be a guy who's like personality wise is almost more likable maybe because like this guy's kind of like, you know, jock but not sporty, like just doesn't get this stuff, so it's almost not like he's like I am gonna get you, Miranda. It's more just like, oh, this isn't important to me, so I don't actually see why it matters that I would be cutting this budget.
Yeah,
Which is many times the type of evil that these rich people are.
right.
Yeah.
I was talking to Alex about this, and I said John Hamm, and he thinks he's too old. But I think John Hamm, a guy in his 50s, a dad in his 80s, dying. I don't know. I could see it working.
That's true. Yeah, I was almost thinking like, is Adam Scott too old? But no, you're right.
Yeah.
The dad was like a very old man.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to solve this tonight. We can move on from the from the recast.
We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll find the perfect man who should have been BJ Novak's minor role in The Devil Wears Prada too. We'll get there. We're gonna have a summit. I was so excited when it was like, we're going to Europe again.
Yeah, and then it was just like the montage. I mean, I enjoyed the fashion montage of like we're walking into places
Loved
and it
that.
looks good. I will say this movie is at its absolute worst when it's like, come to this party. Here's a famous person. Here's a famous person. Here's a famous person.
They
Meet
do
Kara
that a lot.
Swisher. It's like, what the fuck? It sucks.
I do love doing that.
And those are the points where I'm like, I don't like this. And then when we move off of it, it's funny, the basketball player, though, that I saw a clip of him talking, and I guess Anne Hathaway is like a massive basketball fan.
Who knew? I didn't know that. I'm sure
And
lots of people know that, but not me.
He knew that. He was like, oh yeah, we see Annie at the games. And she like did a late night interview where she talked about how she like wears some like specific, clearly I tracked this very closely. I can't even remember the team. It's the Knicks, I'm sure. But that she always wears her like specific colors for them, and she's like, I really just want them to know that I know them and I really support them.
Wow.
And so I feel like he was there for her.
Love that. I love that.
But then it was like Law Roach or whatever. It was just like, okay.
They
sure.
really got as many famous people as humanly possible in there.
I know that the original one did that a little bit with like Giselle.
But Giselle was playing an assistant. Like, I feel like this was all just like, look at that famous person. Look at that famous person. Look at that famous person.
I just don't like it. I really don't like that.
I kind of wish they made fake famous people. But it didn't bother me like that much. But God, I mean, like, they needed to have a montage because, like, I mean, the first one starts with like one of the best montages of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the montages did make me like, this movie did make me want to be more glamorous and fashiony.
You know what? Yeah, that happens to me with certain pieces of media. You know what? That happens to me with TV shows more than movies. But I definitely remember rewatching Succession for a while, like mid-pandemic, and like buying slacks.
Oh my God.
I was like, you know what? I should try slacks. Maybe those would look good on me.
Okay, that's a really funny one to influence you because, like, kind of the point of like the styling on that show is that like no one really looks that glamorous or great at any point.
I was like, man, Shiv always looks so good in her little suits. Maybe I and I bought like 2 pairs of slacks on sale online, and then I was like, no, I work in my house and I'm almost never wearing shoes. So actually slacks don't make sense for me.
Do you think that you were possibly tricked by her like incredible ass?
Yes, I mean, for sure. Like her amazing body shape that I was like, I'm kind of thick too in different areas, but that's okay. Maybe the slacks work for me too. They don't. I
bought slacks.
Listen, this was the middle of lockdown.
That's worse.
We were all experimenting with things.
Like, when we get out of this lockdown, everyone's gonna go, is that Monica? Look how professional she looks. That's the most professional woman I've ever seen.
I can think of many examples. I remember watching Game of Thrones. I was rewatching Game of Thrones, and I ordered a fake braid for my and I was like, maybe this will look good.
Did it look good?
My hair is just not really a color that you can buy it on Amazon. I'm
Okay.
I bought a fake braid and I still have it. It's upstairs.
Can you wear it next week?
It's not weird. People wear fake braids. We won't talk about what I purchased when I was watching Yellowstone. There's been some weird Mad Men purchases too.
Mostly cigarettes.
Yeah, and also I feel like Last of Us, I was playing the video game and then watching the show, and I tried to buy like a canvas back.
Oh my god.
It's like, I was like, oh, that seems really nice. I'm really stupid. I'm trying to sound smart on here, but I'm really stupid.
Like, gosh, look how useful that good-looking backpack is during the zombie apocalypse.
I was just like, I like the like hiking aesthetic they always have because it's the only clothes left.
Do you have the backpack?
I
mean,
didn't
that does
buy
seem
the
useful.
backpack.
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah, it was like the one I didn't buy because it
Damn.
was actually nice and expensive, and I was like, but I know what I will buy the Duluth Packco burgundy backpack whenever. Okay, so I guess that's not relatable, that behavior.
I mean,
You seem to be laughing at me.
I'm trying. The braid really got me. I'm trying to think of times I've done that as an adult because I definitely did. There was a whole year where I like did like a Katniss braid,
Sure, yeah.
and I simply don't have that much hair.
No, your hair's not the
That's
right
the
texture
thing.
for that kind of thing.
I just don't have that much of it. But I did the like where you braid it to the side and then it's like over the
Sure.
shoulder. But for me, over the shoulder was like
To hit the very
just
top of
here.
your shoulder.
Just so like my collarbone, but barely. But I mean, I'm not in danger of buying anything, luckily, from this movie because I can't. But
Yeah.
I feel like, look, I'm very susceptible to montages. I'm very vulnerable during montages. I need to have a babysitter during montages because they really, all my defenses are lowered. And I feel like during the Milan montage where they were like walking around in outfits, and I think there was also New York montage of them walking around in outfits, like the just like stomping around in heels, looking all busy and like designer
Yeah.
outfits with their shiny hair made me go like, oh yeah, that's how I should be living on like the east side of LA, like, well, you know, the Silver Lake and Silver Lake
Yeah.
adjacent. It's really warped my sense of style. But suddenly I was like, Miranda would be disgusted with my outfits. With a big t-shirt with a big skirt and loafers with little crew socks.
I mean, that is the inherent issue, is that California style is so not New York fashion style and international fashion style. And what can you do about that?
And
I don't know.
especially not over here where it's like the, you know, just like
The creative director capital of Los Angeles.
Yes, like it's what is a cool outfit here is so not like fashion, and
No.
but this is how I dress because this is where I live.
Yeah.
But then so I've gotten it in my head that like
I guess you
just
have
like
to move to New York.
I know, but then it's like I would be living in Brooklyn where it's the same thing.
Yeah. Boy,
You know?
I did not like my time in Brooklyn.
Well, you also went during a snowstorm.
Well, there's that.
During an insane storm.
During a historic storm, I was
Yeah.
there.
I wonder why you
Listeners,
like
you don't know that, but I landed 3 hours before that blizzard hit this year.
It's like insane that you landed.
Yeah, that's what everyone, I was there for a conference. That's genuinely like, so many people were texting me like, oh, I'm not going. You went? And I was like, yeah, I came in a day early to like be a tourist. And I instead got locked down.
You went, whoops. But like, I feel like all that has made me like forget that like this, where it's just like sleek, fashion, expensive, shiny, hot, is like actually really cool and good, and I like it a lot.
It is cool and good. I listen, I'm not a fashion person, so I'm probably stupid. I'm buying braids because I saw Game of Thrones. But I just feel like I also like the Silver Lake fashion. Like I like it all.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I like it all, and I like, um, dressing like I'm on a farm as well.
I do like that as well.
But
I'm like I am just like so deep in my heart. Like I think growing up in California and being the exact age I am where I like all those hipster years, like all that shit, it's just like it's really hard to shake the California millennial tastes out of myself.
yeah,
And I'm not out here wearing skinny jeans, but I am. I wish I was. I miss them. I liked them. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's fine. And I don't actually. I mean, I don't know why I'm defending myself. I'm just like, I don't spend any time thinking about if people think I'm cool or not really with my fashion. One, because I am not ever outside of my house for the most part. If I am, I'm at a coffee shop, or a movie theater.
Monica's actually being held hostage, but they let her do this podcast to keep her brain active. I don't know if we've mentioned that before.
It is, but I texted you earlier this week, but it like this movie really did make me think about it more. Like working from home for the last 7 years has like fucked my relationship to clothes because I'm just like, why would I ever be uncomfortable for more than 1 minute? I don't understand. I'm, again, never in shoes because I'm always So every time I have to put on shoes with an outfit, like when I'm going out, I'm like, ugh, these look stupid. Everything looks stupid. It's bad. I own a lot of sweatpants. I don't know. I look nice in sweatpants. It's okay. I wanted to.
We panned
I
down,
don't
you're wearing
tweet
skinny
anymore,
jeans.
but I was thinking I wanted to be like to tweet something like, I don't like these outfits. Me watching The Devil Wears Prada in Costco pants.
Does that mean they're Kirkland? Are they Kirkland pants?
No, I just bought them at Costco that
Oh, okay.
day. I was wearing pants I bought at Costco.
You bought them that day. There were some people at my theater who were like kind of dressed up to see the movie, and you did
That's
that too.
cute.
Yeah,
I wore my finest.
you bought new
Costco
pants.
They're black.
Oh my gosh, chic.
They're black fake linen pants. They were $8.
I feel like I also, as a Californian, dress very cash, except not because everyone else seems to think a lot of the time that I'm dressed quite fancy, and it's just because I wear dresses.
Yeah, it is funny how like it just doesn't take that much.
Yeah,
To
and it's
be
weird
considered
because I'm
fancy.
like, I like dresses because I'm really bad at putting outfits together.
Sure. So the dress kind of does it for you.
Yeah. And also they're really comfortable. But like it is funny how people seem to see dresses and skirts as like inherently fancy.
Yeah, especially in California, I think people think that. I mean, and here too. I think in Illinois, people also are like, "Whoa, you're dressed up," and you'll be like wearing a dress from Target or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just not a pants person. I don't like them.
yeah, never mind. I don't want to get into why I don't like to wear dresses. There's a lot of body hair that just like rubs together. It's my waxer stays paid.
Look, beautiful thick head hair comes with the cost.
Every time I've gotten my eyebrows done my entire life, they always are like, or if I've gotten a bikini wax, they'll be like, at least you have really thick hair on your head. And I'm like, shut up.
It's all a double-edged sword.
Leave me alone.
I have 5 hairs on my head, but also I don't have to shave that often.
Yeah, my like I just like the thigh chafing is like too much for me in dresses a lot of times, which is why I'm just lazy about wearing them. Gotta have my little shorts. It's a whole thing.
I do like little shorts. Don't like pants, do like shorts.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else to say about this movie? I'm wondering, because I think I might have expended all of my thought energy.
Let's see. Okay. Yes, I do have some more thoughts.
Okay.
So like
out.
I'm like formulating them like right now. I just like know they're in there, but I just have to like figure out what
You're
they
just
are.
pretty sure you.
I'm just like pretty sure I have some more thoughts.
Guys, if our energy is crazy, we're doing a night recording.
Our first one. Okay, I liked that the first assistant was still kind of a bitch. I liked the scene in the boardroom where Miranda was saying things and the assistant was like,
No.
because it at least like showed that it's like she didn't randomly have a lobotomy and become a different character.
Right.
This has been 20 years of like being forced
to change.
Yeah. And like that was funny. That was a funny scene. Thought it was funny that Timothée Chalamet's sister was in half a frame.
Yeah, I saw her name on the credits and I was like, when?
Yeah, it was like she was sitting at that table and like the second time they made in that room, but I don't even know if she had a line.
That's
Certainly
really
she
funny.
had lines and they got cut. Because otherwise
Sydney Sweeney got cut. Did you know that?
I did. And thank
And
fucking
good.
God. Good. Like I was
It wouldn't have made sense.
What scene do you think she was in?
I don't know, because I feel like if she was at the Hamptons party, they would have just left her in, because it's not like
Yeah, because it was just like one of many.
Yeah, so maybe I don't know. Maybe it was like a photo shoot thing. Maybe she was like at one of the photo shoots, or maybe she comes into the office. I don't know.
Very, very smart of them to do that. Cut her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I did like that, like the main villain. I mean, I guess not the main. Kind of the main like villain in the villain sense, where there's like a turn, a reveal. I liked that it was like not just some new rando. I liked that it was like an old character.
Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool and interesting. And honestly, I really liked that line that, of course, I can't quite remember specifically, but it was like something about how she didn't have like, she was a consumer and not a tastemaker. I think that's interesting. It's an interesting concept.
Yeah, because you're kind of
and
like
brutal.
Oh, yeah, that is a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she said like she wasn't a visionary or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and she definitely called her a consumer, which I was like, ow.
Yeah, very relevant, because there's a lot of girls these days who have made their entire brand consumption.
Yeah.
But I also liked that in the end, I thought her little lunch with Andy was very cute.
I did too. And oh, you know what I really loved? I loved the conversation in the car with Andy on the way home from Lucy Liu's house.
Yeah.
When Lucy Liu buys the company. And it is so like, not to be like girl boss about it, because there's like not.
Go put on your slacks, go get your slacks, come back and be girl boss about it.
I wear all the items at once. I have like my slacks.
Put
and
on
my
your
braid.
slacks, put in your girl boss braid.
Shut up.
What's I feel like there's something about like, girl, fix your crown. Like,
Yeah.
fix your braid. Straighten
but
your slacks.
that scene where they're in the car together and Miranda doesn't let Andy sort of say like, oh, you think, like, she's like, oh, you think we're a team? Like, because you think we're a team now? Like, okay, for now. And she says the thing about write your book. And she talks about how she's like, I missed a lot and there was a cost. It was so frank and so sincere. I just don't feel like I've seen that before.
Yeah,
in a movie with like a woman CEO, where it's not her being some evil shrew. It's her just like honestly being like, yeah, there was a cost. I missed stuff.
And she's like, I missed everything, but
I love it.
I love it.
I love working is what she said, which I was like, if three things went wrong, this could have felt like employer propaganda, but it didn't. It felt like, it just felt sincere, and like there are people who feel like that.
Yeah, totally.
And I don't know. I thought it was very profound. That part genuinely kind of made me tear up a little. Like I felt a little emotional at that scene because it just felt so honest.
And the nurses said, "Girl, what the hell? What are you doing?"
They bonk me over the head with their Stanley Cup. The snacks from the little tray on top explode everywhere.
I feel like they got a lot of good like one-on-one character scenes that like everyone wanted with like Andy, Emily, Emily Miranda, Stanley Tucci, like getting Anne Hathaway clothes again. It was but it didn't feel too, I don't know, it somehow didn't, it felt referential to the first one in a like in sort of a fan service way, but not in a way that felt cheap or bad. I thought it was done very well.
Yeah, it felt like a mature way, kind of.
And like all the characters did mature 20 years, or at least maybe not in like Emily's case, like maybe not even mature, but she's been kind of stewing this whole time. So it's like, but that feels honest too, right? Totally.
Like, there are
like
so many people who are like that.
It feels like for all of them, 20 years have passed for the characters.
Yeah. Guys, go see this movie if you haven't already.
You probably have. I think everyone, somebody who like, I see a lot of movies with, who's one of my entourage members. I was like, gonna go see Devil Wears Prada if you want to come on Thursday night. And he was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna see that. And I was like, what?
Excuse me?
I just feel like I kind of assumed everyone was gonna see it.
Do you hate women?
Yes.
Oh, then that's why. Okay, great. That actually makes sense. Don't see it.
But yeah, very funny, very fun, very cute. Oh, yeah. I remember what I was going to say. One thing that gave it even more points in my book was, did you see that this girl posted when there's that scroll of like everyone's mad at Miranda and there's that like AI picture where it's like, would you like a side of lies with that? And it looks very AI. They had an artist do that. I love. Yeah. So it's like that.
That's so funny.
I loved that because, they didn't use AI for the AI even. They were like, hey, hello, artist. Can you make something that looks like AI?
That's really good. I love that. That's great. That is awesome. Okay. Go see Devil Wears Prada.
2.
And now we have, okay, yeah. Well, if you find one in theaters, I guess you can see that too.
They should have done that.
They do a re-release?
I don't know. They've been like re-releasing everything. They re-released like Speed Racer.
Yeah, and I feel like Legally Blonde is constantly in an anniversary where it's back in theaters.
What the fuck? Bullshit. It's bullshit.
So okay, we're moving on to a segment question mark. We're addressing a social question.
Yes, this was
related to the nurses.
Yes, this was spurred by the nurses. This is the nurses' fault. Is Monica posed a question about talking during trailers.
Yes, because that was my initial beef, was that they were talking at full volume during the trailers. And here's where I stay. Here's my take. The second the lights go down, that's the no talking zone.
Mm-hmm.
So the lights go down for the trailers, so that's the no talking zone. To me, the trailers are just as important as the movie. I like get there early so that I can see them all because I like to know what's coming and I like to see the trailers. And like, even if it's a trailer I've seen several times, it's not like I have the right to talk through it because someone else might want to be paying attention. So that is my staunchly held opinion. No talking during the trailers. It's extremely fucking rude. You shouldn't control the whole space for other people.
I think I'm a little less hardline on it. I'm not full volume, certainly.
Certainly.
I am okay with whispering and muttering.
Yeah.
During
I'm
the
okay with
trailers.
between the trailers it goes down, the sound goes down and the rating screen is on and you're like, that looks good or whatever. We should see that.
Where are you on phones during trailers?
I don't care.
Okay, yeah,
personally.
I'm okay with phones during trailers.
Yeah. I think movie start is when the phones need to be gone.
Of course. Yeah.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, you would be surprised.
You say, of course.
But no one seems to understand that anymore. No, with trailers, I'm okay with just sort of like whisper, whisper, whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, people are still coming in and like there's so much stuff going on that I'm like, what's one more little like mumble?
Yeah.
But it obviously has to stop when the movie starts. Like the second, I would say once Nicole Kidman once the Coke couple is up.
Yeah.
You gotta be quiet.
We're getting into the quiet zone.
Yeah.
And we don't speak during the national anthem, which is the Nicole Kidman ad.
Isn't it so funny when people are you ever near people who like still do with like either like clap or whatever and you're like, damn, you have been to the movies 5 times in the past like 4 years. I bet.
I don't think I have ever really seen that.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think it's been popular to do that anywhere I've lived since that ad started coming out. I will, if I'm at the movies with someone who doesn't go to the movies that much and they're just like making an exception, I will do a wave during the thanking the AMC Stubs A-list.
Classic bit. That's a classic
bit.
That's a classic.
They always look at me like it's brand new, but I'm like, listen, everyone in the A-list is doing this
You
bit.
go, that's me. That's me. They're thanking me.
Thank you.
So then that made us want to talk about theater etiquette in general. And so I put up a little question on Instagram.
And I have not looked at the answers.
And here are some of the questions. Okay. A lot of them. So I'm going to condense a lot of them.
Yeah.
Into just generally like outside food, like full meals, like in the theater.
Okay. Full meal, does it require a fork?
I think that would also be like a burrito. Someone specified rotisserie chicken.
Eating rotisserie chicken out of a bag. I don't love it, but I accept it as a part of what can happen. I think my strongest opinions are almost always going to be like sound or visual related. I don't love smelling someone's like burrito or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think the strongest opinion I've had is when someone eats like hummus or Caesar salad next to me.
Oh, a Caesar salad is rough.
It smells crazy.
No, like I don't want to be smelling like creamy dressing.
Yeah, hummus bugs me because that like packaged like snack pack type
Mm-hmm.
hummus
It's
is
crunchy.
so stinky.
Oh, sure.
It like has a really strong sort of like shelf stable garlic
Mm.
smell to it where it's like a little bit of like citric acid and garlic or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. It's rough to me.
Yeah, I kind of think that like the line to me is like if you're bringing something in and it has a smell, it needs to smell like a food that would already be in the theater.
Yeah,
So
so
like
chicken tenders,
yeah, so like
hot dogs.
any sort of
Yeah.
general fried smell, fried
Yeah.
or buttery smell is okay. I don't want new
Yeah.
smells in there.
We've landed on the smells that are going to be in there.
I don't want somebody sitting next to me or even across the theater. I don't want someone with a fucking bowl of bolognese. I don't want them to smell that.
Now, have you seen the joke trend going around that's like the movie theater employee walks by me during while I'm like knee deep in a crab boil and it's like a guy
Yeah.
eating a big leg and then putting it down?
Yeah.
I don't support that eating that in the movies, but those videos always make me
It's funny and I find it disgusting.
find it disgusting.
It's like
Please
I'm like
don't eat
that's
crab.
absolutely vile, but also I sometimes like I think you sent me one where it was like these two girls that had this crazy fucking spread and I'm like, okay, I'm not judging anyone, but I'm also kind of like how much food do you need for 100 minutes?
Okay.
Whatever happened to getting
Yes.
lunch before or after? You know?
Yeah. I definitely can see that. I just am now remembering that during the Movie Pass year, a beautiful year in all of our lives, I was living when I was living in Nashville, I would go to the movies at the first showing, and I have a very vivid memory of specifically doing this for the movie First Reformed.
A barrel of laughs, we can all
I
agree.
went to a 10:30 a.m. showing of First Reformed, and there was a Whole Foods next door. And so I looked on the app for Movie Pass to see if any other seats had been purchased,
Mhm.
and there hadn't been. And so I was like, I bet I'm going to be alone. So I went to the Whole Foods hot bar and got like breakfast foods, like bacon and like and then like a bunch of vegetables that I just enjoy snacking on from the salad bar. And I brought that in, was just like watching First Reformed eating bacon and eating peas as if they're popcorn because I like doing that.
Like a duck? Like a little duck in a pond.
Yeah, I like peas. I don't know. It's just eating. I sometimes eat peas like they're popcorn.
Wow.
This has been a really vulnerable episode for me.
You've this is gonna be our entry episode into the Golden Globes for the podcast category because it was so raw and vulnerable.
Exactly. I will put forward the $10,000 it costs to enter.
I actually did. I remember now. I did once bring in something bad because it
What was
definitely
it?
had a smell to it, and there were other people in the theater.
We've all made mistakes.
It was a package of turkey peps, of uncured turkey peps. It was a
It is
package
evil.
of. I know. It was bad. Isn't that bad?
It's, it's no worse than bacon and peas.
I know, but there were other people in my theater.
I do think maybe somebody came in at some point.
And then they
But-
saw you eating breakfast and your favorite, and they left.
This was before the break.
Okay, I like this one. Biggest pet peeve, and then what's your like preferred seat?
My biggest pet peeve in theater etiquette simply has to be talking. There is no other thing. Like even phones, in the hierarchy of pet peeves, phones are not great, but talking really boils my blood because it just feels so rude. And I also think unless it's a screening where it's specifically like a Rocky Horror or something where you're supposed to be like hooting and hollering and running around, I don't think there's any movie where you're supposed to be talking. I've had friends who will be like, oh, this is the kind of movie you talk through. And I'm like, there is no movie that you talk through at the theater.
Oh, is everyone in this theater in agreement? Like, did we all have a little discussion beforehand?
Yeah, we could do that at home. But at the movie theater, talking is just like bad, 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 bad. What was the other question? Seat?
Like, where do you like to sit?
Okay. It's a big issue in our marriage.
Oh,
Alex,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up a sore subject.
Alex is a sound, he loves sound and like where to experience the best sound. And there are like 4 seats in every theater where you can experience the best sound because the speakers are pointed directly at you.
And how does he know where those are? Are they always the same?
Well, it's just they're always built the same.
Okay.
So it's essentially like the exact middle of the room is always the best sound experience.
Okay.
I don't give a shit about that, and I can't tell the difference ever. I like to sit in the back corner.
Oh. So you can do secret bad things?
No, I don't. I think I just am comforted by being in a corner.
I think you're being evil back there.
I like to, and if not the corner, I like to sit on like, if the aisle splits and there's like 3 seats and then a full aisle, I will take the one closest to the wall in the 3-seat area up high. And if no one else sits over there, because listen, those are not popular seats.
No, they are not.
I just feel like unless I'm at an old movie theater where the seats are not like modern movie theaters, they've really made it so that the experience in a seat is not totally different.
Yeah,
there's no like breaking your neck to look up or whatever. So if I'm in a modern movie theater, I like the ones where I'm against the wall and then no one else will sit in the aisle most of the time, and I'll like put all the armrests up and I just can like sit a bunch of different ways during I like lean against the wall and put my leg up on the chair, and then
I do like sitting a bunch of different ways, which is why I like recliners.
Yeah.
Because you can't really sit crisscross applesauce in a normal seat, but you certainly can on a recliner.
Yes.
And I love sitting crisscross applesauce.
I don't feel like a lot of the theaters have recliners around here. Like it'll be like 1 or 2 of the screens at the AMCs will have recliners.
I guess honestly that's kind of the same here.
Yeah.
But just with a lot of new releases, like a lot of the time they will be. If it's like a 3.5-hour movie, recliner is non-negotiable.
Right.
I'm not sitting at 2 90-degree angles for 3.5 hours.
Yes.
My preferred seat is very different.
Okay.
I would say like roughly like F row. And if it's a very empty theater, I love to do just like center.
Yeah.
But if it's a full theater, gotta be on an aisle.
I don't like being boxed in.
Yeah. I need to be on the aisle because like there's something about having 2 people very close on either side of you.
Yeah.
Which then brings me to my pet peeve, which of course talking, of course like phones, particularly when it's people like just like playing Candy Crush, or
that's
like
insane.
When I saw Sinners in IMAX, so like they paid, and it wasn't at AMC, so like they paid a lot of money for that ticket. There was one guy who was just like right in front of me, who was just going between like Amazon, Wikipedia, and Grindr, and it's like, what are you Wikipediaing right now? And what are you have to like order new toothpaste right now? What are you doing?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that was like driving me nuts. But like a more niche pet peeve is like sometimes, and I think this has to do with my mood, I am willing to admit my part in this. Someone is just fidgeting and shuffling around too much. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, I need you to stop moving. I need you to stop clearing your throat. I just need it all to stop. Please.
Please, I need everything to stop. You can't be a person anymore.
Often teenagers who are doing that, which they have a lot of energy, I understand.
Yeah, and their bodies are doing weird stuff.
Which then also, one of the big etiquette things now with assigned seating is like, I feel like there's a lot of etiquette around like when someone's in your seat.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, at Devil Wears Prada 2, there was a couple, and this has been happening a lot lately. Like last week, I think there was a couple, and they were both, and I'm always alone, so people immediately like think I'm like weird also, because people are like weird about people going to the movies alone or whatever.
Which is stupid.
I know, it's like you're not talking anyways during it. But there was a couple who would like, the guy was in my seat, and I was like, I think that's my seat, and then he was like, oh, burr, 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 burr. And then the lady was like, no, blah blah blah, and it was like they were on the total opposite side of the aisle, and I'm like, I don't even know how this happened. And then on Thursday, Devil Wears Prada, there was a guy in my seat, part of a couple, and he was just supposed to be on the other side, but I had to be like, hi, I think you're in my seat. And it's like, I hate doing that, but it's necessary. Because like when I saw Wicked 2, I was with my friend Matt, and we show up. It's pretty close to the end of previews.
Yeah.
Full theater, because it's opening weekend. Fully full theater. And there was a girl in my seat, like a young girl. And I was like, hi, I think you're in our seats. And she just went, oh, someone was in our seats. And then just nothing. Just absolutely nothing. Okay. And then just sort of turns away and is like done with me. And I was like, oh, well, can you ask the people in your seats to move? She was like, I just feel like there's like not really room in this row for anyone to like scoot over. And I just kind of looked around at the full theater, and I was just like, well, there's no other seats. I don't know what to tell you. And so then finally, after like so much just awkward standing there and like her just really wanting me to go away, she like finally, got up the nerve to talk to the person who was in her seat, But it was
so
just like,
weird.
she fully expected me to just go, oh, okay. Oh, well,
so weird.
Well, someone was in my seat. And
right. So you have to
problem.
What we're doing here is you're going to go do that.
Why is that my problem now? And I just kind of do think that happens a lot, where people just be like not in their seat, and then you're like, that's my seat, and they're like, oh. It's like, oh, well,
I didn't know I have to care. So that doesn't, my theaters are never full, so it hasn't been coming up. But I will say the opposite of that. One time, I think when we went to see the drama, Alex had bought the tickets, and we know this, but we like have trouble remembering which seat it is. There's one seat in one of the theaters where it's broken, and it's like in the ideal seat area.
They should fix that.
They should fix it, but they don't. So movie theaters are struggling. They won't do anything to improve it. So they don't fix the seat. And so we get there, we realize it's broken, and we're like, oh, let's just all scoot over one and we'll just figure it out. And that's fine. But my anxiety every time someone walked in the room, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Also, though, weirdly, at the screening I went to of the drama, the Friday of opening weekend, we were alone in the room.
That's so crazy.
Until like 5 to 10 minutes into the movie.
I think I remember you saying that, which is
I was like,
insane.
what the fuck? Like, what are you guys doing? And then it like filled up. Like a ton of people came in, like in their little groups one at a time. And I was just like, what?
So weird.
You guys missed some of the movie. But then that made it more stressful because it was like there is less opening for communication. Like the communication that would happen if I was in someone's seat is like higher pressure.
No, I totally feel that way. I feel like when now that people come in, like I come in definitely late, but like during previews.
Yeah.
Like, but still, I feel like people now come in so late.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like, you know, like a dog gets all nervous when like not everyone's in the room and it's like counting and it's like, I need everyone to be in the room. Just like, I just need everyone to sit down. I just need everyone to sit down. I get really like that where I just need everyone to like be settled for me to like focus on the movie.
That's so funny.
I'm like, everyone just get in here and like everyone who's gonna sit needs to just sit. Please.
Yeah, but so the seat stuff doesn't come up a ton for me, but if it I don't like, I just feel like when rules like that exist, I just want to live in them correctly, and it stresses me out when someone's doing them wrong.
It's just sort of a thing where it's like, I do kind of think it's like totally fine to like give it a try. Like try to sit in a seat you'd rather be in. But if somebody is like, oh, you're in my seat, you immediately have to be like, oh, sorry, and leave.
Yeah.
But then also when people do that, and like, you know how full the theater is when you booked that ticket. So when people do that and they know it was like a full theater, it's like, how do you think this is going to play out exactly?
I remember when I was seeing the Eternals, and I like booked my ticket and I saw it alone because Alex really does not like Marvel stuff and I don't love it, but for some reason I would see some of them for a few years. Just got to do your culture homework sometimes, I guess. But I remember when I was seeing it, it was like a pretty busy theater, and I didn't like the seat I had picked, and so I moved and I just kept checking the app to see if anyone had bought the seat I had moved. I mean, that's a nervousness that's probably incorrect in the other
very
direction.
Considerate of you.
It's anxiety, and I'm working on it in therapy. Does the Vista still not do assigned seats?
Mm-mm.
At this film festival? The reason we're recording at night is because I'm going to a film festival this weekend, and I have been a couple times already. They don't have assigned seats, and there's like no place where I have that experience anymore.
Yeah.
And the anxiety is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like with the Vista, it's sort of like, okay, that has to be more of like a plan. You have to go kind of early. I like that with assigned seating. It's like with A-list and stuff, we're just going to the movies like so much that it's like I want it to just be like easy, show up, like you're set.
Yeah, like as frictionless as possible.
Yeah.
This is at like essentially it's at the Music Box Theater, which is like it's similar to the Vista. It's like an old movie house, like movie palace type place. I think the other thing that makes me anxious while going to these like non-assigned seating movies with Alex is that Alex is very tall. And so like we went to see Nirvana the band, the show, the movie at this theater, and we got there late, and he essentially had his whole body tensed to hold his knees up high enough so that he could like be in the space. So it just makes me stressed. I'm like, we have to get an aisle seat. He's
Make way for my giant husband. Everyone out of the way.
Yeah, I'm like nervous about, I mean, he is not asking me to do that. And again, this is something I'm addressing in therapy, but that is a part of the calculus is like, oh, it's going to be uncomfortable for him. Sometimes I won't buy tickets to this theater because I'm like, it's just not comfortable. If I can see it somewhere else, I will.
Okay, I have a new thing I'm springing on you that I think will be a nice button.
Okay, button me.
For any sort of movie that's big enough that it has like its own like AMC popcorn bucket,
Mm-hmm.
I think we should rate the popcorn bucket.
Okay.
Did you see this popcorn bucket?
No.
Fuck. My button.
Wait, I can Google it right now.
Okay, Google it.
Okay. Behind the scenes. This is what it looks like when I Google. This is why you got to watch the YouTube. I feel like I usually do. Oh, it's a purse?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't mind.
Do you think his scale should be 1 to 10 or 1 to 5?
I think 1 to 5. I don't think we need to complicate it with twice as many numbers.
Okay, 1 to 5 popcorn bucket scale. I guess kernels. I guess we're rating in kernels. Wait, no. Oh, wait, no. It's popcorn pieces. And then if you want to do like half, it's like one of those like little half popped kernels.
Okay, that's good. So let's just get a sense of scale first. What are some of the famous the first popcorn bucket, which was Dune, right?
I don't think it was the first, but it was a very famous one where you stick your hand in the worm.
I had never seen them before, the Dune one.
Oh. Interesting.
I'm gonna give the Dune one a 4 because it's weird and also sort of it's more immersive, I think, than some of the other ones I've seen because you're experiencing the
Sticking your penis into the worm.
Well, that's not what I'm doing.
I know, but that's what everyone was saying they were gonna do. That's what everyone was like threatening.
Okay.
Okay, I would say the Dune one. Okay, yeah, I'll say 4 too. Creative, lot going on. Yeah.
Okay, what about Project Hail Mary, Rocky's little ball?
I liked that one, but I was confused by how it was a popcorn bucket because he's in it.
Yes, that's true. For that reason, I only give it a 2.5.
Yeah, that one didn't really stick with me. Would give that maybe like a 2. Okay, what about the naked gun like that beaver?
Wait, I have to Google it. I guess I'm missing a lot of these popcorn buckets. Oh, the beaver. Oh.
I really liked that one. I would give that one a 5.
He's kind of funny.
Yeah.
With him, no, I guess I say he doesn't look that big. Like, how much popcorn is... Oh, wait, I see him with a person. Never mind. Okay, yeah, he gets a 5. He's weird. He's weird and funny. It's funny that, though, we're just kind of giving the same score because we are just so aligned.
Oh, okay. Popcorn bucket, one of the only ones I've actually ever wanted. Did not get it, but almost wanted it. Was the Nosferatu one.
Was it a coffin?
It was, and it was metal.
I
and
remember
it had like
it.
Rats on the inside. The metal immediately like
elevates it. Yeah, it's like I don't want a piece of plastic crap in my house.
So when they're metal, immediately I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that one was cool. I'll give that one a 5.
That one's a 5 for me.
Devil Wears Prada one, the purse.
I really don't like it.
And
for me, it's a 2.
What are you enthusiastically disliking about it?
It's just so like nothing. Like it's smooth like a river rock. I don't. It just doesn't.
That's what I said about myself the other day. Guys, listeners, I was buying a bunch of moisturizers and exfoliants, and I said I wanted to be smooth like a river rock. And it is smooth like a river rock. You're right.
I just like it's so nothing to me.
It is really neutral looking. It's also like it's very auntie coded.
Mm-hmm.
It is
in that like red.
Yeah, that red, and it's a purse. It just reminds me of something you gift to an aunt you don't know that well. Mm-hmm. And the thing you know about her is that she is a woman.
Yeah, because this feels very like, oh, it's a movie about fashion? Purses.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like there was definitely a certain era of time where like purses and shoes being represented on clothing as like a print
Mm.
was a big thing in the aunt community, I feel like.
You know what I'm thinking of? Like something that used to exist and now just doesn't. But there was like, some sort of like society of women, and it was the purple and the red.
Red Hat Society.
Yes.
I think that does still exist.
Okay. I feel like it used to be more prevalent.
Yeah,
But
I think that I was just hanging out at a lot more corner bakeries. And that's why it was prevalent. And now I'm just not hanging out there anymore.
Because I feel like I never encountered that in person, but there was like a lot of stuff with that on it. And to me,
Yeah.
this purse is very that.
That is exactly what it is. And I bet if we looked at the Red Hat Society, like some chapter's Instagram page probably has like all of them with
Yeah.
with their little Devil Wears Prada purse.
It's just like, I don't think it's cute or nice.
I think it's neutral, and so I'm giving it a 2.5, a 2.5, some might say.
I'm giving it a 1.
Whoa, she's
I know.
tough critic.
You might be able to hear my cats fighting in the background, but they're okay. Don't worry about it.
I hope everyone heard. Okay. I think we did it.
I think we did it.
Our longest episode ever is The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Well, we had to talk about the Red Hat Society.
Okay, well, we do have to just address one more thing, which, if you follow us on socials, you'll know this, but originally we were just going to talk about Hokum next week because, it's a buzzy new horror movie starring my brother, Adam Scott. And then we found out that I guess The Sheep Detectives is good.
People are like, these reviews are saying it's like the best movie of all time. They're like, this is what the medium was made for.
I saw someone say, oh no, not someone, the website Rotten Tomatoes.
Your good friend
This was not a person, it was a corporate entity. They said that this is the highest rated movie in Hugh Jackman's career.
I saw that. That's so funny.
Insane. So anyway, what we're gonna do is both. We're gonna cover The Sheep Detectives and we're gonna cover Hokum.
Yeah, but mostly The Sheep Detectives.
Mostly The Sheep Detectives. I don't even, I'll see Hokum because I have to support my brother Adam Scott. A rumor I've tried to start online for years.
It just doesn't stick.
Is my brother.
That's why you want him in The Devil Wears Prada too. Everything where they're like, who should have been in this? And you're like, Adam Scott.
My brother Adam. Maybe you know him. So anyway, go see The Sheep Detective so you can listen to us. But just before we get there, I just want to preface by saying I don't like kids movies and I don't like family friendly movies very much. So
Okay, but do you like movies that are the best movie ever made, Monica? Do you?
It's just I do, I guess. I just wanted to illustrate that on this week we are seeing a horror movie and a family movie. It's my nightmare. But that's just, that's my problem, not yours. I'm here to do my journalism by seeing The Sheep Detectives.
And we respect you, and you're a journalist, much like Andy from The Devil Wears
Exactly.
Prada and The Devil Wears Prada 2. An esteemed journalist.
Okay, so thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye. Okay, that was The Devil Wears Prada 2 plus some theater etiquette talk. You can subscribe to us anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can rate and review us. You can follow us on Instagram. But most of all, if you like this show, you can directly tell/text a friend so that they might listen to this show and so that we can get more listeners. And we're on YouTube, as you know. We will be back next week with the Sheep Detectives with a side of hokum. So I do recommend coming for that because it's apparently the best movie ever made. So we will see you then. Bye.
Medium Literate was created and produced by Monica Scott and Emily Faye. Our theme music was composed by Christian Larson, and technical help is from Alex Luchin. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you at the movies.